Oh hi, didn't see you there. Welcome to Cooking Corner to Giuseppe.
Giuseppe Cremavera.
Exactly. With
Cooking Corner de Giuseppe Cremavera.
welcome back to season 2.
Yeah, season 2.
Yeah.
Oh hi, didn't see you there. Welcome back to season 2 of Cooking Corner with Giuseppe Cremiveroli. And today, as the introduction to our second season, I'm making Italian stuffed shells. Alright, now let's talk about the ingredients that you're gonna need. I like to get Prince Jumbo shells. In addition, 2 cans of Hunt's tomato sauce, 2 cups of Parmesan cheese, a large container of ricotta pot skim, some frozen blocks of chopped spinach, and a healthy amount of olive oil. Okay, now what you're gonna need in terms of hardware is the following. You're gonna need a large pot with a top in which to boil water. You're gonna need various sizes of measuring cups and spoons. You're gonna need 2 plates, preferably with curved edges. You're gonna need a strainer to strain your pasta. You're gonna need a large bowl with which to mix your mixture in. You're gonna need some tin foil. You're gonna need a can opener to open your cans. You're gonna need some tongs to place your shells in place. You're gonna need 2 spoons. Now, in terms of what to cook on, I recommend a 9 by 13 brownie pan. 1 or 2 of these would be the best. However, as we only have one, I will also be using this high-edged baking sheet. The only difference being I have to be much more careful when I keep it level. Okay folks, you know this already, but as always, step 1 is going to be wash your hands. Go ahead, get some of that lovely scented soap. 2 squirts is my preference. Turn the water on. Rub your hands together a little bit, front, back, knuckles in between the fingers. Wet your mitts, keep rubbing them together like this. You can shake a little bit if you want, it's your choice entirely. Make sure you wash and rub all of that soap off of your hands, like so. And then you can flick your fingers off a little bit, turn the water off, reach over here and dry your hands on a handy dandy dish towel, paper towel, napkin, your parents, your friend, your brother, your sister, your mother, your dog, doesn't matter. Alrighty folks, now that we've got some clean hands, we're gonna move on to step 2, which is gonna be put your water up to boil and preheat your oven. Alright, so you can take the top off your pot, come over here, fill it with water. While it's filling up, you can turn around and turn your oven on. You've got to set it to bake at 400 degrees. That'll be when it's ready. This will be done when it's full. Then you just add a little bit of salt to the water. Okay folks, here we are on step number 3, which is going to be make your mixture. But before we get ahead with making the mixture, the water is boiling. So we are going to go and add our pasta. So come right over here, take the lid off, set it to the side like so. Take your pasta shells, dump them in that water, very nice like. Use your tongs to make sure they all get submerged. And they are going to cook for 10 minutes. Alright, now back to making the mixture. What I've got measured out here is 24 ounces of ricotta cheese, 2 cups of Parmesan cheese, and 20 ounces of chopped spinach. Now I used frozen spinach, and if you want to prepare it like I did, just follow the directions on the package to get it to this state. So just take your spinach and ricotta and add them together. Use your spoon to scrape out that extra spinach in the bottom of the bowl. Then you add your 2 cups of Parmesan cheese and you get mixing. You can add various other ingredients if you want, but I just prefer this standard mixture. Now, you should be getting something that looks along these lines. Okay, folks, step 3 done. We've got our mixture, we've got our pasta boiling. Now we can fit in step number 4, another quick one. Go ahead and take some tin foil and line the inside of your pan with it. This goes for your baking sheet as well. Beautiful. Now you're going to open up your cans of sauce and pour 1 can of sauce over the bottom of each of these pans. 1 can total it is, half a can per tray. Then you can use one of your spoons to spread that sauce out. Get it all over the bottom. This is going to make sure the shells don't stick. Okay, folks, now we're on to step number 5. For step number 5, what we're going to do is we're going to take the pasta out, drain it, and then fill the shells and put them in the container. It's a big step, to be honest. Probably the biggest one. So, looks like our pasta's done. We'll turn it off. Grab the pot, bring it over to the sink to strain it. Pour it out. Beautiful. We're pretty much done with this pot, so we can go in the sink. You can take your strainer full of shells, shake it out a little bit. These make perfect little cups, so they hold water very well. And then you take it and put it on a plate like so. Now, we're going to move on to the next part. Once all this steam kind of gets out of my way here. So, the shells are going to be hot. So this next step, not everyone's favorite. You're going to grab the hot shells. You're going to take the hot shells, like so. Very painfully hold them in your hand. Take a scoop of the mixture and put it inside like so. And then you're going to take the shell and put it in the pan. Now, the reason you have to endure the pain of the shells is because if they cool down, they will stick together. They'll congeal and join into one horrifying pasta shape. You don't want that. So, you gotta be quick, fill the shell, put them in the container. I'll do a few here, then we'll cut to the end of the presentation. Okay, folks, now we're on to step number 6. We've got all of our little shells filled with the cheese mixture in the sauce on the tin foil in the pans. Now we're going to drizzle the other can of tomato sauce over the top of them. I'm going to use a spoon so I don't make a fucking mess. Take your spoon and apply, oops, that went a lot. Kind of lightly apply the sauce to the top of them. You want them to stay nice and moist. Don't want them to dry out in the oven. Like so, a little bit here, a little bit there. Dollop, drizzle, dab, dab. Sprinkle. I mean, I don't really sprinkle sauce too often, but let me see what I can do here. Sprinkle it on the top. That was a disaster. I shouldn't have done that. Now you've got your sauce all spread out, so we're going to continue with this step by putting these in the oven. So, one at a time, very carefully. open the oven like so, and stick these bad boys right in there. I think I'll leave it on top. The oven should be at 400 degrees, and they are gonna, okay, 2 hands on the big one. And they are gonna cook from anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. So, at just about 9:15, no, what's 20 minutes from now? At just about 9:02, we're gonna check these. Okay, folks, it's been about 25 minutes. We're gonna get back to step number 7, which is gonna be finishing up the dish and plating. So, your shells have been in for almost a half hour now at 400 degrees. Gonna go ahead, open the oven, and take them out. Oh, these are looking gorgeous. Take them out and put them on the counter. I'm going to difficulty with the bigger tray, but that's fine. Go ahead, close your oven, and turn it off. And now we can plate it. So, you can take your handy dandy tongs that you had from earlier, click, click, and zoop right in here. Grab a shell and put it on the plate ever so delicately. Then grab yourself a little bit of Parmesan and sprinkle it on the top. And bon appetites, you're done. I want to thank you all for coming and watching Giuseppe's Cooking Corner. If you like the videos, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I want to thank everyone who makes the dishes at home and sends me pictures and videos of them cooking. I really appreciate it, and in the near future, we're going to make a video compilation of everyone who did that, so feel free to get those in as quick as possible. I want to thank my cousin's fiance, Meredith, congrats on the engagement, guys, for getting me this Cooking Corner apron. I think it really ties together the whole show. So thank you, and bye-bye now. Okay, so I want to thank you all for coming and watching the video. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you like the content. If you don't, piss off, don't care. Okay, maybe we start that again. Not a fan.
You're very aggressive just
A lot of
now.
hostility
Viewers
here.
to piss off.